What's a developer mode and how is it activated? Friends, today in this video, I will discuss about both because if you're starting your Android app development journey, this is the first thing to do. Android phones include a number of customizations in its main setting app. However, you have noticed that there is a developer option menu that hides extra tools that you can try. By default, Android hides these developer options menu because the options aren't required for a typical use, and I'll say for an inexperienced user. And the average user are not tempted to change settings that could ruin their experience because sometimes it can be damaged, it can be harmful if you enable those modes. But it may be useful if you are an advanced user. I must also tell you at this point that there is no security harm in using developer mode, but you should only enable if you intend to become a developer or you are an advanced user, as I said. Now, to unlock developer options, launch settings and scroll all the way down to the about phone section near the bottom. You can see about phone here. Tap this and then a screen will open. In the resulting page, you should see a lot of information which may be different among the different Android phones. In my phone, Samsung M30s, these things are like status information, legal information, battery information, regulatory information, and software information. If you open this software information, and you will find that the build numbers are there in the resulting page. So tap the build number exactly 7 times. You might see that just after 3 taps, it will give a message that you are now 4 taps closer to open the developer options. Once you have done the tapping, it may ask for security pin or pattern, whatever you have set in your phone. Once you do that, the message will appear the developer mode has been enabled. Now there are different settings available in the developer options. You can go back and see developer mode option has come. One of the most important settings which developers use is USB debugging. It's the most useful feature that every app developer needs. When you tap the switch to enable it, ask for a confirmation, and if you press OK, you can start using the settings. You can install your apps from Android Studio. Another debugging option is wireless debugging. If your phone and computer is connected with the same Wi-Fi, you can use this option and you can install your app without the data cord. Remember that it's only available for Android 11 and above. So in my phone is at 12, so I can use it. Then there are many other settings. So other settings are like stay awake. That means while plugged to charging, the phone screen doesn't go off and you stay awake. But be aware, because for a AMOLED screen, that may cause screen burn. Another service like running services, just like task manager in the computer. Running services will let you know how much RAM is being consumed by the app. So if you tap one to see each of its current process and service. Then there is a mobile data always active. You must have seen that if you have Wi-Fi, you cannot enable your data. So this setting keeps mobile data always active if Wi-Fi is also active in your phone. Then there is a window animation scale and transition animation scale. You must have seen that Android provides a lot of animation when you do the transition. You can change this default animation by going to these settings. Then there is a force dark mode. Enabling this will force all the app in the dark mode, even if the app does not support the dark mode. Now there is another setting, don't keep activities. Yes, this is another one which I find somewhat useful because the apps are always active. Even if you close the app, you will see the apps are running in the background and they are basically consuming some RAM. This setting will switch them all off as soon as you leave. The app becomes switch off. It will keep your RAM available and will improve the performance, but it may damage your experience. And like every time closing the app may ruin your experience. Like you have to always, if you just left the app and you're opening, it will start from the beginning. So that may take time. So that may be a bad experience for some user. So there are plenty of different settings to investigate, which I'm not covering in this video. I hope the video was of help to you. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment.